Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is a question from Pass Your O-Level 2011 A Math Paper 2, question 9. Now, the question shows that a diagram with a curve y equals to 3 sine x over 2, and there is a blue line x equals to 4 pi over 3 that meets the curve at point P, which is right here, and x-axis at point Q. Now, with that, we know that the coordinates of point Q, because it's on the x-axis, 4 pi over 3 comma 0. So this is what we know about coordinates of Q. Now next one, the tangent to the curve. Now tangent to the curve at point P, this is an example of the phrase that you need to know to do dy dx, because dy dx is the way for you to find the tangent of the curve. Okay, so this purple line that I draw on the screen is actually tangent to the curve, and it meets the x-axis at point R. So right now, you should also know that since point R is on the x-axis, so when you are finding for the coordinates of R later, it will be x comma 0. Now, part A, let's find the length of QR. Now, to find the length of QR, you need to find the coordinates QR, then use Rx coordinates minus the Qx coordinates. Q coordinates, you already know that from the blue line, but you do not know the R coordinates. To find the R coordinates, you need to find the equation of the purple line, which is tangent. So right now, given to us, y equals to 3 sine x over 2. So let's do dy dx. Coefficient stays. Differentiate the trigo, which gives you cosine x over 2. Differentiate the angle, which is half. So if I write it even nicer, it will be 3 over 2 cosine x over 2. So in this case, I'm finding dy dx at a specific point. At which point are we talking about? This purple tangent is at a specific point P, where point P also have x coordinates of 4 pi over 3 because it lies on the blue line. So therefore, I'm looking at the tangent at 4 pi over 3. With that, you will substitute x to be 4 pi over 3, and for that, x is 4 pi over 3, divide by 2 there, I will have 2 pi over 3. So in this case, the dy dx, which is gradient of the purple line, will be negative 3 over 4. So right now, your gradient of the purple line is negative 3 over 4. Now, in order to find the equation of the purple line, you need a point R. You do not know it, that's why you are going to find out. But do you know anything about P? Yeah, you do know the x coordinates. So to find the y coordinates of point P, you can simply sub in when x equals to 4 pi over 3 into the curve. So 3 sine, this will be 2 pi over 3 again. So for this, the y coordinates of the point P will actually be 3 root 3 over 2. Okay, so in this case, I will use y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1 to find the equation of the purple line. So I will have the y coordinates of P, which is 3 root 3 over 2, the gradient of the purple line, which is negative 3 over 4, and the x coordinates of point P will be 4 pi over 3. So therefore, my y coordinates will be 3 root 3 over 2. Let me just fill in the blank here. So I will do rainbow expansion of this. In fact, I know that because I want to find the coordinates of R, so I will substitute when y equals to 0, since the R coordinates y will be 0. So it will be 0 minus 3 root 3 over 2 equals to negative 3 over 4x plus pi. So let's try to make x a subject, and that would be 4 pi over 3 plus 2 root 3. So that's the coordinates, y coordinates, x coordinates of R. So with that, to find the length of QR, I'll be having 4 pi over 3 plus 2 root 3 minus 4 pi over 3, which is the coordinates of Q. So I'll be having 2 root 3 units. Let's move on to part B. Find the area of the shaded region. So with that, I'll portion the area of the shaded region to 2 parts. First, it would be the triangle that we can just simply use half times base times height. So let me just write down for that part, half times base. Base here is actually QR length, which is 2 root 3, times the height, which is actually the y coordinates of P, which is 3 root 3 over 2, plus, now in that case, because it's bounded by this curve, so I have no choice but to perform integration from 4 pi over 3, which is the x coordinates of point P, to the lower limit, which is 0. So I would have 3 sine x over 2 with respect to x. Simplify. Root 3 times root 3 gives me 3. 2 divided by 2. So for that, my triangle will be 9 over 2 plus integrate 3 sine x over 2. For 3, you can bring out because it's just a simple coefficient. And for the sine x over 2, when you integrate it, it will be negative 2 cosine x over 2. And don't forget that you have to substitute 4 pi over 3 and 0. Now next, 9 over 2. And this part will be negative 6 cosine. Substitute your 4 pi over 3, which is actually just 2 pi over 3. Minus cosine 0. So I'll be having 9 over 2 plus, simplify this, you can just plug into the calculator, it'll be 9. So 9 over 2 plus 9, that will give you 13.5 units squared.